because vegetables in the wintertime were hard to come by down. They were expensive because we didn't have refrigeration like we have now. But we were always happy. We could pick our berries in the summertime. We went to school, we went to church, we were just like everybody else.
Now, did your mom make all your clothes?
Haven't known. She sewed when she lived in Missouri, but she didn't have time to sew. She bought our clothes. And we wore hand-me-downs. We didn't have second-hand stores like we have now. But I'd wear, my sister outgrew her clothes, I'd wear hers. So we got, they didn't dress kids so fancy as they do now.
Yeah. And you only had a few dresses at a time anyway, didn't you?
I don't remember. We never were really without clothes. We didn't have as good, maybe, as we wanted to have.
Did you have like one dress for Sunday, one special
Oh,
dress?
yes. Oh, yeah. That's one thing that got me against church. I had a fancy dress and shoes for church. I couldn't wear them any other time. Just when and I always wore a big bow of ribbon in my hair. And I went to church and sit there like a little lady, didn't dare move a muscle. And the preacher, it was hot down there. There's a little room right behind the minister, and a bucket of cold water, and you could see the frost. And I'd be so thirsty. You don't get thirsty out here, but back there I did. And I'd want to drink so bad, and I didn't dare say a word. And then the preacher would talk about cool waters, and let's see, what was it now? Green pastures and cool waters, and I'd get all the thirstier. I never liked church.
Now let's see. I want you to tell me about meeting Charlie and when you lived out on Charlie's dad's farm.
Well, when I first saw Charlie, he didn't live on that farm. I never dreamed that someday I'd marry Charlie Lacey.
How much older than you was he?
He was 28 years older.
28 years old.
He didn't seem that way. I always felt like I was the same age as he was. The Lacey's bought a house. We lived on the side here.
How old were you when you met him?
I don't
First
remember.
time you ever saw him?
I don't remember.
Well, how old were you when you married him?
20. Or 19 or 20, I don't remember. Maybe I was 18. I got my marriage certificate at home, but I don't remember. Jim was born when I was 20, and we were married in May. And Jim was born the next July.
So you must have been about 18.
Yeah, 18. When I first saw him, you see, that we lived on a side hill. And our houses didn't fall down either, like they do out here. But right below us was a little road. And right below that road was the Lacey house. They bought it. And my mother was a very wise woman. I'd say, Mother, why don't you go down and see Mrs. Lacey? She would say, that's the trouble with her now. She said, there are too many. I said, the neighbors go. She said, this is interesting.
Yes, it is.
And she would say, but she has too much company. She says, when she needs me, I'm there. Otherwise, I don't bother. And they became very good friends. And because I was, and there you didn't have air conditioning to get hot. And the sisters would come down from Oklahoma.
Who's Charlie's sisters?
No, Mr. Lacey's sisters, Charlie's aunts,
Oh.
Mrs. Lacey's sisters. In the South, we weren't allowed to call them anything but Mr. and Mrs., and I can't get away from that. I'm still. You see, they bought that farm, that house down there, just because Mrs. Lacey liked it. They brought her down there for her help. She had kidney trouble.
Did they have another house someplace else?
Oh, they had their house on the
farm?
quarter section in Oklahoma. They had a quarter section in Oklahoma.
Well,
they raised wheat.
Oh.
Yeah.
And what part of Oklahoma? Do you know what town it was by?
Goldry. Yeah, it's near Enid. And
now, what was Charlie's dad's and mom's name?
Well, Mrs. Lacey, before she married Jim Lacey, was Loveland. I don't know anything about her. The boys never talked much about their mother.
Don't know what her first name was?
Yes.
Had she died by the time you knew Charlie?
No, well, I didn't pay any attention to Charlie. He had been to see his mother, I'm sure, but I was a little kid. I just played with the kids in the neighborhood and didn't pay any attention to it. But I would go, they'd ask me to come in and sit with Mrs. Lacey. You know, there was some kind of nursing in me all my life because I was always helping somebody out or taking care of someone. And I would sit by her all day long in family. And that made him like me. One of his aunts wanted to adopt me, and of course mother wouldn't hear of that. And Mr. Lacey nicknamed me Tootsie. I do not know